Northeast Alternatives presents 13 Folds live on Lemonadio.com. Sponsored by Kind Card, Wonderland Smoke Shop, and Northeast Alternatives, the most awarded dispensary in New England. Featuring Dave Death, Jess Salemi, and Eddie Bills, with special guest Jenn Lombari of Stubborn Hearts with Sourpunch. And now, here's David.
And welcome back to another installment of 13 Folds Live at the Parlour on Lemonadio.com. I want to give one more shout out to our sponsors. We have our premier sponsor, of course, Northeast Alternatives. Thank you guys for helping us in everything that we do, from the magazine to the radio show to our events. We appreciate everything that you guys do for us. Also want to give another shout out to Wonderland Smoke Shop and Kind Card. Thank you guys for supporting us and bringing live music to the people. So welcome back, Jess. You were gone for a little bit there.
I've been gone for a few weeks. I have, definitely. Yeah, I've missed everything. I miss being here with you guys.
We miss having you, and you definitely, our last show, well, we did take a week off. We needed it after that last show because...
it was awesome. I watched it from my hotel room with the fire alarms going off, sat there and watched the whole thing. It was great.
Yeah, and we had Viking Jesus, Chris Hansen, with us that day. It was awesome. Tonight,
always good to see him on.
He's good. He was my intro into radio, so it was kind of cool doing stuff with him again. Guys, if you're listening and you're not watching, go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to 13 Folds Live. You can check out all of our old stuff that we've done, or like us on Facebook and Instagram, and go to, what is it, the Parlour Providence on Facebook. We're streaming this live too.
Yes.
And Twitch too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're twitching. We're twitching, all right.
At least we're not twerking.
Well, the night is young. The night is young. Issue 27 of 13 Folds is pretty much done with production. We're going to print Thursday. This is our Pride issue. We never did one. So this will be our first actual Pride issue for the magazine. I'm excited about it.
The cover for it is amazing.
Well, and it got leaked today. I'm so pissed at
it
my
did.
editor.
It did. I saw it.
I thought you posted that. I was surprised to see it.
Oh, no. I am giving Missy a firm scalding once
and I'm going to go and steal it from her page and put it on ours.
After next week, you'll be able to get it live at any one of our events, because everywhere in Providence during the week, you can come to any one of our events and pick up a printed edition of the magazine, or you can go to any one of our sponsors. You can check out Northeast Alternatives out in Fall River, Mass. Go there. They always have issues of the magazine floating around there. And you can go to Wonderland Smoke Shop out in West Warwick, Rhode Island, and pick up an issue there as well. Yeah? Yeah?
Well, yeah. Well, they're by the old Rhode Island Mall. Remember the Rhode Island Mall?
Yeah. It's right by that Dunkin' Donuts.
Right across.
It is right behind the Dunkin'
behind
Donuts.
The Donuts, yeah.
So, as well as, we're talking about coming to the events and everything. June's almost over, but there are a ton of events coming up in July. We have... Well, still June.
We have a ton of events in June still.
Well, it's almost, not really. We got one more big one coming up. Other than, every Monday night we're presenting Foundation Mondays down here at the Parlour. The best reggae night in Rhode Island. Down here. I
heard last night was quite a hit for their first night open. I heard they did pretty well here last night.
So it's only going to get better. So you're going to want to come down here, check it out, and pick up an issue of the magazine next Monday. If you can't make it Monday, come down Tuesday night, be a part of our live studio audience, and participate in 13 Folds Live with, a variety band. We got bands lined up through until September right now. Is that correct?
Yes, we are booked all the way till September. We are.
That's awesome. And then we got Wednesday nights. We're going to be at Askew every Wednesday. We're bringing back Funk Night. So that's going to be happening. And you can go down there, pick up an issue of the magazine as well. Or at any one of other events like June 26th, I believe, is the next one with Black Sheep Entertainment. We're doing Beach Stalk Part 2 at the Hills Tavern in Chepachet, Rhode Island. Doors open at 1 p.m., and that's featuring the 311 Tribute Band, all mixed up with Frantic Endeavor, From the Pub to the Graveyard, Cosmic Factory, and a full day of music playing indoors and outdoors. Then I think the next big show is what, Jess?
July 10th, we have the Canna Bros and 13 Folds present the Freedom Sesh Cannabis Rally in Auburn, Mass. We will have music, vendors, food, and more. Keep up with our social media pages to learn more or send us a message for details. We can answer any question you need answered, like what can you bring? What can you buy?
What's the speed velocity of a swallow?
Do they have alcohol? Can you set up a tent?
I can't personally set up a tent. I need somebody
Listen,
overseeing.
I like those tents where you just you pull it up at the top and you just like shake it and it opens.
Then you got a show going on that night, which will be at right after the Freedom Rally.
Right. So we will be having Nate Colazzolino in the Lost Arts with Beetle Funk and
Paisan. Isn't that Baby Joe?
Baby Joe. It's Baby Joe at Platforms at 8 p.m.
So that's going to be a fun show. So we'll be there July 10th at night. It's a full day that day. July 18th, we have 13 Folds members-only dinner coming up. Poseidon's Fair. That's our seafood feast.
You picked that name, didn't you? You picked that name, Poseidon.
Of course I did. I pick all the names. Like the Big Bafangul. Who else is going to come up with a name like that for an Italian feast? So that's going on July 18th. We are actually going to do it out in Hyannis, Mass on the Cape, but we're moving that closer to our area. So because I had a lot of requests, people didn't want to go all the way out to the Cape. So we moved it. We're back up in this area. Hit us up on Facebook, and we can give you details on that event. And then what's the next one after the 18th we got there?
July 31st, Manifest Entertainment has the final show of their summer tour, featuring the New Motif, Sound Dog Organ Trio, and Sax and Candy at Platforms. And I think that show also starts around 8 p.m.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, if you're lucky. Most likely you got till 10 o'clock before any music goes on at Platforms.
It depends on what goes on. I mean, it's hard being a gangsta.
So
July 31st, we will be teaming up with Black Sheep Entertainment once again for the first annual Voodoo Music and Arts Festival in Auburn, Mass. Featuring 2 stages, 16 bands, food, vendors, and art, all in a beautiful outdoor setting in Central Mass.
So
Hit us up for details.
There's going to be a bunch more show announcements coming up. I mean, we keep picking up more and more shows. So we'll let you guys know as they happen. Just check out our social media page. Go there, and we have it either on 13 Folds Radio, 13 Folds Magazine, or 13 Folds Magazine's Instagram. We're always posting our shows and everything that comes up. If you have any questions, message us. A lot of these are private events, and you need to get the details from somebody personally. So hit us up. We'll give you the info and get you out to these shows so you can come hang out, have some fun, and enjoy some time with the community. We are also going to be at Terptown broadcasting live this year, which we just had a big announcement. We are officially the VIP sponsor for Terptown Throwdown this year out in Spencer, Mass.
So that means we get to meet everyone.
Well, we'll see. They get to meet us.
This is pretty true. So that means as they're coming off the stage, we're like, sit down. We're going to interview you.
Well, I think we're next to the stage. It depends on. We're probably not going to see a lot of the. We're going to have to drag.
No one's going to talk to us.
We're
They're going to look
have
at us
to
and like
drag
run.
'em
They'll be like, oh my god, we don't want to talk to you.
So yeah, that we got Collie Buds is going to be at that show. That's going to be an awesome show. And I know Eddie Bills is excited about
and
that
Joe
show.
I'm really excited.
Joe Sambaro.
Joe Sambo.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, he played the Booze Cruise for us just a long time ago.
Doesn't he play out in Key West?
Now he does, yeah.
Yeah.
But he started up in here,
So my friend Mark
up
King.
in here.
He got my friend Mark King. My friend Mark King
Okay.
now is out there. Quadrafunk?
Yep.
He's now out there in Key West working with him.
Oh, awesome. So yeah, we got Turptown coming up. That's going to be August 20th and 21st. We also have, we're going to be broadcasting live from the Harvest Cup this year in November. And just, we got so much shit coming up. And that's all. You want to keep in touch with our pages, keep up to date with everything that's going on. And like I said, come visit us Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or stop by my house on Thursday and Friday on our off days.
And don't forget, Wednesday nights here, Steve Donovan's going to be hosting his open mics.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah, so we're going to have open mic going on. I mean, the parlor is going again.
Amped.
Full steam ahead. So we have an awesome show lined up tonight. We have Jenn Lombari of the Stubborn Hearts with Sour Punch. I got it right?
Thankfully.
That's like one of three times.
I mean, you said her name right, so right there you got a gold star right there.
Well, sorry, because I remember Jenn Kitten, so you've come a long way
Jen
since
Cougar
the old
now.
days.
That was a long time ago.
Jenny Kitten from back in the day. So Jenn is going to play a couple songs for us, and then we're going to have a word from our sponsors, and then we're going to be back to talk with Jenn. So stick around. You're listening to 13 Folds live at the Parlour on Lemonadio.com.
I don't know what to think. I don't know how to feel. Every time I get upset, I feel like I'm making a big deal out of something that'll be better in the morning. It'll be better when my phone rings. I hear your voice, the sky clears up, the storm I drove home in last night is gone. Lightning lit the sky for about 25 miles. Stereo blasting sad rock songs on the way home. Go! My head hits the pillow. I can't feel you, but I can smell your perfume on my clothes. You hugged me goodnight before I drove home. Before I drove home. Lightning lit the sky for about 25 miles. Stereo blasting sad rock songs on the way home. Lightning lit the sky for about 25 miles. Stereo blasting sad rock songs all the way home. All the way home. Thank you. That was a good warm-up. Now I'm all loosened up for the acoustic set. It's been a long time. That was from the Jenn Kitten era of acoustic things. I was trying to write a set list out in chronological order, but this was a For What It's Worth song when I was playing with that band. And this song is called Nicotine Kisses and Pabst Blue Ribbon. Well, I live on 11 and you're turning me on. I couldn't get more high, couldn't get more drunk. Sitting on your steps, I feel like I could die. I really wanna kiss you, but I can't close my eyes. Well, I live on 11 and you're turning me on. You couldn't get more high, couldn't get more drunk. Sitting on your steps, I feel like I could die. I really wanna kiss you, but I can't close my eyes. Nicotine kisses and Pabst Blue Ribbon. I said, what the hell? Took the chance that I was given. Nicotine kisses, Pabst Blue Ribbon. I dropped my skateboard on Sycamore and somehow made it home. Well, I live on 11 and you're turning me on. You couldn't get more high, couldn't get more drunk. Sitting on your steps, I feel like I could die. I really wanna kiss you, but I can't close my eyes. Well, I live on 11 and you're turning me on. You couldn't get more high, couldn't get more drunk. Sitting on your steps, I feel like I could die. I really wanna kiss you, but I can't close my eyes. Nicotine kisses and Pabst Blue Ribbon. I said, what the hell? Took the chance that I was given. Nicotine kisses and Pabst Blue Ribbon. I dropped my skateboard on Sycamore and somehow made it home. Yeah. Somehow made it home. Yeah. Thank you. So this next song is from that era. And then it kind of just kept rolling into other bands because I wrote it, so it's not a cover. I guess I could play it with whatever band whatever band I get started. And so this song is called Two Good Shoulders. But I'm going to need a beverage before I sing it. Well, I got two good shoulders, baby, waiting to be occupied. Used to have an angel on one and a devil on the other side. Both let me down. They are yours if you choose. Stay with me, we'll stay up all night. We always have a good time. Saw you shaking just to hold it together. If you were with me, you would never have to feel this way again. And I saw you shaking just to hold it together. If you were with me, you would never have to feel this way again. Like the rain was coming down over burnout streetlights. You called me for a ride. You got in the car and took my hand. Don't say a word, baby. I understand, and I would never let you down, never let you down. I would never let you down, never let you down. My friends got so mad at you that time for lying to me, and I told them everything was cool, 'cause everything was cool. You were just afraid of getting too close to someone who would do anything for you like I do. Back when rain was coming down over burnout streetlights and you called me for a ride. You got in the car and took my hand. Don't say a word, baby, I understand, and I would never let you down, never let you down. I would never let you down, never let you down. Thank you.
Northeast Alternatives is Massachusetts' most awarded medical and adult use dispensary, located in Fall River, Mass. Now serving adults 21 plus from all states with a valid ID. Visit their shop at 999 William S. Canning Boulevard, Fall River, Mass. Or visit their website at anyalternatives.com to see their full menu. We'd like to tell you about one of our sponsors, Kind Card, the kinder way to shop. Kind Card replaces cash and conventional credit cards anywhere it's accepted. Dispensaries and cannabis-related merchants can join those around the country, and then they receive their U.S.-based checking account. And it only takes a second for you as a merchant to join their Kind Card program right from your point of sale.
Unlike credit cards, which take days to clear, Kind Card funds are deposited directly into your checking account.
Visit kindcard.com to learn more about this revolutionary program and become a consumer or a merchant today.
Solar Therapeutics, America's first energy-independent cannabis cultivation and retail facility based in Somerset, Mass., is the state's premier adult-use marijuana supplier. Unlike any cannabis manufacturing facility in the country, Solar's production architecture is centered around its innovative design that utilizes green infrastructure and microgrid assets to decrease its overall carbon emissions. These green concepts enable Solar to produce sustainable cannabis both by lowering its overall energy profile as well as by generating all of its own clean power.
To learn more about solar or order products online, visit solarthera.com.
Wonderland Smoke Shop carries all of your e-cig, hookah, and tobacco products, as well as an assortment of imported and fine cigars. There is also a vast selection of rigs, mods, and glass for the connoisseur in you. Wonderland is a great smoke shop for all of your needs. With great prices, great service, and family atmosphere. From special orders to new products, their honest and trustworthy staff will exceed all your expectations. Visit Wonderland Smoke Shop in Warwick, Rhode Island at 666 East Ave. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook and tell them 13 Fold sent you.
Lemonadio.
Did you ever hear of anyone smoking dried mushrooms? What? Oh, nothing. Skip it.
Providing relief from dry mouth since 2020.
Tell me who it is, damn it. You got 5 seconds to tell me who the hell this is.
Lemonadio.
Welcome back to 13 Folds live at the Parlour on Lemonadio.com, presented by Northeast Alternatives and sponsored by Kind Card and Wonderland Smoke Shop. So thank you for that performance, Jen. It's not Jen Kitten anymore, from what I understand. It's Jen Cougar.
No.
Jen Cougar now.
No. Just Jenn Lombari. Figured I'd give them something that nobody could spell properly for 2 decades.
So listen, everybody out there, like I said earlier, if you're not watching on YouTube, go there right now, and you can comment. You can interact with us on there. Hopefully Eddie Bills is on this game so he can tell us when somebody's commenting. But yeah, go to YouTube and look up 13 Folds Live and get in on the action, or come on down to the Parlour and be a part of our live studio audience, hang out with us and tie one on tonight. I mean, why not? What else is going on Tuesday?
I'm down.
I mean, you can come here and yell at us too. Tell us what we're doing wrong.
Well, you can try. We won't listen to you. You can tell us what's wrong, and we'll ignore it. So, Jen, like I was saying earlier, I remember you from way back in the day, where I remember you started out doing your open mics or something like that. Back in the Jerkies days.
Okay.
So that's when I remember first meeting you, was that back in Jerkies and at the Green Room.
Yeah, I've been around.
You've been a part of the scene for a long time.
Yeah.
So are you from Rhode Island?
Oh yeah, I'm from Rhode Island. I was down on like Richmond Street when I was like 15.
Yeah.
Like, playing Babyhead and all that. So
Nice.
I kind of got to know everybody at a young age, and like everybody that I was friends with in the music scene was 10 years or older, like 10 years older or more than me, because not many people, were 15 hanging around.
I heard you talking to Gregory about, the living room and all that. And
yeah, I used to go down to the living room to see shows, play shows. And I didn't know Gregory then. He was just the guy with the long dreads that was at the soundboard.
So I think so many of us got our first drinks or our first show experiences at the living room.
Everyone I talk to is like, hey, remember the living room? I'm like, dude, I miss that place. I remember going there when I was 16, 17 years old with a group of friends. And
well, it's kind of why I like this place, because I still got a pole in my face right here.
Yep.
So I kind of feel like I'm at the
bathroom's
living
clean,
room.
though.
We have no rafters here.
The bathrooms are clean though,
Yes.
And not broken.
and there's not a pond in the basement.
That basement is haunted. I swear. But that's a
another
conversation
podcast.
for another podcast. How did you get started in the music scene here? Like when you really started performing out?
I kind of just was playing music at home, and then I started booking shows at my high school auditorium, which didn't go over well because they didn't want anyone swearing or,
Screaming.
doing anything like that. And it was like, well, I don't know what to tell you. So it got shut down quickly.
Yeah.
And then I had put up a flyer at Newbury Comics, and someone, pulled a tab, and they were like, hey, we're looking for another, person for our band, and blah, 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 blah. So I ended up meeting people through that old school way of,
Just playing with
playing
other
with
people.
different people, pulling
Before
tabs
social
at record
media.
stores, for people that are wondering what flyers are.
Right.
There were pieces of paper that you would make at your work.
And
so
hand
you'd
out
use
to
all
people.
of their ink.
Or talk someone at Staples into printing it for you.
At the ditto machine, But yeah, I just started playing with different bands, and then I got a punk band together, and our first show, like real show, was at the Met when it was on Union Street. the
Now,
Met
was that
Cafe.
what it's worth? Was that the
No,
first?
that was Screw Kitten.
Okay.
That's where Jenn Kitten came.
All right.
Because Bob from Gringo started calling me Jenn Kitten because of the band.
The band.
Screw
All
Kitten.
right. See, I never knew where the name came
Yep.
from. Now I know.
Backstory.
Now
Yeah.
you know. You heard
So
it here first.
I played in Screw Kitten, and then when that was done, I think that's when For What It's Worth started, and then I played solo for a little bit during For What It's Worth,
Yeah.
and then there was Lucky United. Then
Do you still do Lucky United?
no, but I still play the songs acoustic.
Yeah, because I think we've had a conversation about this at the News Cafe before.
Yeah.
About Lucky United. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a time period, and then.
But it's fun.
It was very fun.
Yeah.
Some of the best shows were,
That's all that matters,
Playing with
really.
Lucky United.
It's like no matter how many bands you've been in and everything you've done, as long as it's always been fun.
Yeah. I actually think it was Screw Kitten, For What It's Worth. Then I started Sourpunch.
Ah.
Then Lucky United happened. And now Sourpunch is back. And I'll tell you why later.
Yes, that's later.
Yeah,
We're
let's
talking
get them
about-
on the
when they're on
stage
stage,
before-
then we'll talk
But
about that.
Stubborn Hearts happened, and
Yeah.
that's still happening.
Can we
and
tell us a
there's-
little bit about Stubborn Hearts?
Well, Stubborn Hearts is myself and Doug, who plays drums in Sourpunch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doug and I have been friends for a long time. We met when I was doing open mics at McShanley's in Johnston, and he and I just clicked, and we started playing music together. And I think he was in maybe For What It's Worth for a second, and then Sourpunch needed a drummer, and everybody just helps each other out.
Right.
And then I don't know. I was just like, I want to scream and sing songs about breakups, and he was like, let's do it.
Everyone needs songs about breakups.
And I was like, but we're not going to get a bass player. I'm going to run 2 amps.
Oh, really?
And yeah, that's what we ended up doing, and we're still doing it. And we just recorded an album over the pandemic. We recorded in February at Big Nice Studio. So we're just waiting.
What do you think about that
I
studio?
love that studio. That's our 3rd album.
Want to give
we
them a little
recorded
plug?
there. Yeah, Big Nice Studio. Bradford Krieger.
Shout out to
man.
Brad.
But yeah,
It's all fun.
that's our 3rd album there, right? Yeah, because we did Trixie, Tales from a Red Flag Galaxy, and now the new one, which is going to be called What Fresh Hell.
Okay.
Nice. And when's that one coming out?
I don't know. This summer.
Are you recording it right now?
It's done. No, it's recorded.
Oh, it's recorded.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, so what's going on?
Well, we just got the final mixes back, and they sound good.
Just
and-
good?
No, they sound great. Like,
Okay.
They're good to go. And then the album cover is all done up, and
Wonderful. Who does your album covers for you?
Glenn Robinson.
Okay.
He also does Obscurest Vinyl. If you want to look that up, he makes some pretty funny album covers.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
But I played in Sourpunch with Glenn a long
Back in the
time
day.
ago. He was the drummer, and he's actually on the album that's out. for Sourpunch.
Awesome.
So everybody's involved again.
Yeah, you know, and it's like
Group effort.
Life happens and people can't play anymore, but they keep involved some way. And,
Yeah.
you know, Doug has done all of the album covers for Stubborn Hearts and Sourpunch, and
I mean, that's what's great about our local scene here. The community in Rhode Island, as far as the art community, are so intertwined. It's almost incestuous.
It is.
It's just
it
great.
works.
It works. That's why we like it.
It's
But
great.
you know, everyone helps each other out, and hopefully, and then.
We all play with each other.
It's fun to play with each other.
Yeah. So.
So I hear a lot of people say that the music scene has died since our heyday, which it's definitely a different scene. But
I don't think it's died. I
hasn't-
think it's a different scene.
Well, I'm asking her, not you, so shut up.
Well, I was just adding my 2 cents.
Jeez.
Adding my 2 cents.
Come on.
Sorry.
I'm gonna need a drink for this.
So yeah, like Jess said, it hasn't died. It's just changed. But what do you notice the differences between 10 years ago and what you're seeing happening now? What's the main difference?
How much time do we have?
Oh, we got plenty of time.
We got plenty. We got 2 hours.
It's very different. I think just the attitudes are different in general. Like, I feel like people helped each other more back then, and now people kind of just, they figure they can do it all on their own, but you can't really do it all on your own. You need the community and.
Well, we used to all go out and support everyone's shows, and I think that's one thing I've noticed is, I mean, we have a group of people that we work with where we all we mostly support each other's shows. However, I notice it a lot less now where there's, if we were at a show Friday night, we would see the same exact people at a different show, Saturday night. And I almost feel like people aren't into the live music as much anymore, or...
I think it's that. And also, I think that people overplay the area. I think the same people play all the time, and it's like, why rush out to go see them when you know they're just going to play next week or tomorrow, or, And there's also, I just remember looking in the Phoenix, which isn't around anymore, but, we still have your magazine and Motif and all that.
Yeah.
You could look at that page, and you couldn't even decide what to go to because
there was so much going on.
There was so much, and it wasn't just local bands. And local bands got to open for big touring bands, and it was just different.
Well, we also had a lot more variety in venues. I mean, speaking of the Living Room and Jerky's, where we had the Green Room. Mm-hmm. So I feel like we also have lost a lot of the music culture just through the venues that have gone under in the past 10 years. But there's still a lot there,
because there's still the Parlour, News Cafe, Alchemy, Askew, Platforms, Dusk.
That's it, though. That's it.
She's not wrong. You're right.
That's still a lot of venues.
Wasn't there like an unwritten rule for bands? If you played, then you waited 3 weeks before you played again in Providence. Like, wasn't there like some sort of?
I like that.
I don't know if that was
like back in the day. Like you didn't like.
I know a lot of the bands would wait months to play. But I mean, then there's people where Chris Hansen was a weekly thing. So the weeklies even back then, our weeklies used to do good. Like we would pack in people at the Green Room every week for Dropout Night, and it's just I don't know. I don't know what to equate it to, but it definitely during the past 10 years seems that there's a lot less emphasis on people going out and, like you said, supporting each other.
And I also think that people just became accustomed to sitting at home and listening to music
on the
as
computer,
opposed to going out to discover it live.
Yeah.
I agree with you on
like,
that one.
Who is that band that opened up for them? Like, they were so good, and then you'd go and buy their music at the table.
Right.
Because, they might not be available at the local music store.
Well, not only that, though, we have social media now.
Yeah.
Everything's on social media. We're on
not
social
everything.
media. But shows and couch tours,
Yeah.
I mean, half the time, like, the big bands now, they put their stuff out and, like, oh, you don't have to leave. You can go on Twitch and watch a couch tour.
Mm.
Well, COVID made it a lot more, gave us a reason for that. with COVID, it seems like I saw a lot of big shows. I think Korn just did a concert that was only live stream. And so all these big bands are taken to live stream. It's almost like pay-per-view.
We were supposed to open for Korn, but we turned them down.
I would have turned them down too. You don't need to. You shouldn't sell out. We played for cans of corn, and it wasn't even like Green Giant. It was it was cream corn.
Stop and Shop brand. Stop and Shop brand.
Oh yeah.
So you have another set that you're going to play for us.
Yes.
Is this in the in chronological order still, or are you
covered in sweet and sour sauce?
Well, Getaway Car. Well, yeah, Gregory had Chinese food over there, and I put the paper in it, and it was a whole thing. The first song was a Lucky United song, so there's that. And then the song after that is Stubborn Hearts off of our first album. And then the last song is brand new, never recorded.
Awesome.
Ooh,
Can't
awesome.
wait. I cannot wait to hear that song.
So what's this first song about?
It's about being there for people and keeping them away from creeps that stalk people.
We need that.
Oh,
a lot.
I wouldn't understand any of that.
We need lots of that. He wouldn't understand because he's something.
Song's called
I'm the
Getaway
creep.
Car. And I only threw this in the set last minute because Drew Christensen from Ghost in the Snow, he was asking about the show tonight, and I didn't know if he was going to make it down here or not. But I was like, I'm going to throw that in there.
Just in case.
Because he requested it out of the blue one night, and I was like, oh, I don't know. I haven't played that song in like 10 years. And I somehow pulled it together on stage, so.
Nice.
I kind of remember it still.
So everyone out there, here's another set from Jenn Lombari on 13 Folds live at the Parlour on Lemonadio.com.
Go ahead and do what you gotta do. I'm not going anywhere and I'm not giving up on you. Through good and bad times, I'm your partner in crime. I've got the getaway car. Do you want to drive? I will be your knife. You can strap me right to your thigh, and I'll cut through every motherfucker monster that comes out at night. You wear the sunglasses, I'll wear the mask. We were home in bed sleeping. If anyone asks, I'm not going down without a fight. The getaway car is running outside. Go ahead, do what you gotta do. I'm not going anywhere and I'm not giving up on you. Through good and bad times, I'm your partner in crime. And get away. Thank you. This is a Stubborn Heart song. It's called Our Hearts Are Turned to 10 Tonight. Our hearts are turned to 10 tonight. I cried my eyeballs dry as sunsets we romance about. Sorry about the way I left your house, and I know that I'm a little bit broken, and I know that you're a little bit broken. I know how to live without you, enough to know that I don't want to. I know how to live without you, enough to know that I don't want to. I'm getting better, baby. I'm getting better. I'm getting better, baby. I'm getting better. I wished upon a star tonight, like kids in movies do. I shouldn't say what I wish for. Out of feel it won't come true. Broken things, broken things. We are all just broken things. Broken things, broken things. We are all just broken things. Our hearts are turned to 10 tonight. Our hearts are turned to 10 tonight. Our hearts are turned to 10 tonight. Our hearts are turned to 10. Thank you. For my last song of the evening, it's a brand new song. I wrote it about my dog who passed away recently, so grab a napkin or a tissue. Don't worry, it's upbeat. It's called Driving with Your Ghost. Well, I don't think that I'm depressed. I'm just missing you so badly. Life just ain't the same, and it doesn't get better gradually. Well, maybe it will, I just don't know. You were my shadow, and now I walk alone. And I'm burnt out on this job I just can't take anymore. At least I had you to come home to before, and I know your ghost, it keeps me company. But I just can't feel you near me, and it feels so fucking badly. I just wanna play guitar and ride around in my car, where I can see you in the rearview mirror. What I wanted to do has never been clearer than now. Yeah, I know your ghost, it keeps me company, but I just can't feel you near me, and it hurts so fucking badly. And I just wanna play guitar and ride around in my car, where I can see you in the rearview mirror. What I wanted to do has never been been clearer. I wanna play guitar and ride around in my car where I can see you in the rearview mirror. What I wanted to do has never been clearer than now. Thank you.
Northeast Alternatives is Massachusetts' most awarded medical and adult use dispensary, located in Fall River, Mass. Now serving adults 21 plus from all states with a valid ID. Visit their shop at 999 William S. Canning Boulevard, Fall River, Mass. Or visit their website at anyalternatives.com to see their full menu. We'd like to tell you about one of our sponsors, Kind Card, the kinder way to shop. Kind Card replaces cash and conventional credit cards anywhere it's accepted. Dispensaries and cannabis-related merchants can join those around the country, and then they receive their U.S.-based checking account. And it only takes a second for you as a merchant to join their Kind Card program right from your point of sale.
Unlike credit cards, which take days to clear, Kind Card funds are deposited directly into your checking account.
Visit kindcard.com to learn more about this revolutionary program and become a consumer or a merchant today.
Solar Therapeutics, America's first energy-independent cannabis cultivation and retail facility based in Somerset, Mass., is the state's premier adult-use marijuana supplier. Unlike any cannabis manufacturing facility in the country, Solar's production architecture is centered around its innovative design that utilizes green infrastructure and microgrid assets to decrease its overall carbon emissions. These green concepts enable Solar to produce sustainable cannabis both by lowering its overall energy profile as well as by generating all of its own clean power.
To learn more about solar or order products online, visit solarthera.com.
Wonderland Smoke Shop carries all of your e-cig, hookah, and tobacco products as well as an assortment of imported and fine cigars. There is also a vast selection of rigs, mods, and glass for the connoisseur in you. Wonderland is a great smoke shop for all of your needs. With great prices, great service, and family atmosphere. From special orders to new products, their honest and trustworthy staff will exceed all your expectations. Visit Wonderland Smoke Shop in Warwick, Rhode Island at 666 East Ave. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook and tell them 13 Fold sent you.
Lemonadio.
Did you ever hear of anyone smoking dried mushrooms? What? Oh, nothing. Skip it.
Providing relief from dry mouth since 2020.
Tell me who it is, damn it. You got 5 seconds to tell me who the hell this is.
Lemonadio.
I hate that. Please stop. Please stop. I hate it.
Welcome back to 13 Folds Live at the Parlour on Lemonadio.com, presented by Northeast Alternatives, the most award-winning dispensary in New England, Kind Card, and a Wonderland Smoke Shop. Thank you guys for making this all happen, and thank you, Jen, for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome set, and we're not going to talk about the last song because I had to keep Jess from crying.
It's okay.
So
I practiced it earlier today, and I got it all out, and, you know.
It was beautiful, though, Jen.
Thank you.
But that's when you think you're
I'm
done.
sure he would have liked it.
He would have loved it.
Of course.
So that just happened recently, correct?
Yeah, in March.
Aw.
Yeah.
So you're still going, still is getting the feelsies about
Yep.
it.
Best friend.
Well.
But I have pins of him if anyone wants
And
it.
I got
awesome.
one. She gave me a pin, and it's on my backpack.
So
People all over Providence are wearing them right now. So.
Aw.
He would have loved that.
He was the cutest. I just have to say
Thank
that.
you.
So who was your biggest music influence growing up?
Oh, jeez. Not Bob Cadlick. Now he's my biggest musical influence, but I don't know. I guess I started playing guitar because I got into like glam rock and like
Alright.
guitar solos, but I never learned how to play any guitar solos because scales were boring to me and I didn't want to learn them. So instead I learned power chords, and then I learned, that way. And then I just kind of played by ear.
So when you're saying glam rock, what do you, like Poison?
Oh, yeah. That was my first concert.
Was it your first concert?
Poison and Warrant at the Dunk. Well,
Oh,
the Civic
nice.
Center.
God, I was there.
If we only knew each other then.
Yeah, fucking everywhere though. That's the problem.
But yeah, that was my first concert.
Awesome.
I was like 10 or 11.
I think my first show I saw in New England was Poison, Skid Row, and Bon Jovi at the Worcester Centrum.
Poison didn't tour with Skid Row and Bon Jovi. Skid Row and Bon Jovi were one tour.
And I'm pretty sure
Poison
it was
and Warrant and Poison and Tesla.
No, it was definitely Poison.
You remember he's old.
Right.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You're right. It wasn't Poison.
See?
It was Motley
See?
Crue.
All right, that's more.
Yes,
that's
it was
more
Motley
doable.
Crue because Nikki Sixx had the drum thing going on.
My first concert was Scorpions at
I'm sorry, Tom Lee.
at Rocky Point. Scorpions at Rocky Point.
Fuck you. Don't call me out on national radio. You're out of here.
But yeah, like I started playing guitar because of all that, but then went into punk, and then
Who was your favorite punk band?
probably the Muffs.
The Muffs.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I remember you telling me
And then
about them.
like
yeah.
that whole late 90s, like
Yeah.
the Muffs.
Didn't you
the
like want to play
Queers.
for them or something? Or
Yeah, never got to. Kim passed
Yeah.
away a couple of years ago. So, yep.
yeah.
But a couple of my bands that I've been in, we played with the Queers a lot. I'm very good friends with Joe now. Like we've just kept in touch since the 90s, and he's a great guy. So he helps out with what he can. He wants us to go down and record at his house in Georgia, and I'm like, how do we get to Georgia?
In a car.
It's gonna cost
Drive.
some money. Yeah, but you gotta take time out of work and life. It's easier when you're in your 20s.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna ask the question: were your parents supportive of your music interests?
Well, let's say that they were until I was upstairs in my bedroom learning how to play Hole songs, and I was just screaming, and they were like, "What are you doing?" And I was like,
Courtney Love,
Practicing.
leave me alone.
"Practicing. What are you doing?" And then I started writing my own stuff, and it was very L7 influenced back then. So there was a lot of yelling, and it was loud.
Yeah, jumping around.
Yeah,
making a mess.
I think they thought I was going to play Beatles songs, and that was going to be the end of it.
Is that their favorite band?
They don't really listen to music. It's
No.
weird. Yeah, it's very bizarre.
But you coming from a house that didn't really listen to music, you came out loving it.
Yeah. I just wanted to be loud.
Loud and seen.
Yeah.
How old were you when you picked up your first instrument?
9.
All right. That's good.
Well, so
Good
they were
age.
supportive in some sport. I mean,
Yeah.
9-year-olds don't really pick up.
Until, I was like, "You should learn how to say no." And they were just like, "What is happening up there?" And I just was like,
We need to call the church.
yeah. They didn't like it. So.
But obviously at 9 they had to buy you your first guitar.
Oh, well, my uncle gave it to me. My uncle owned a music store in Warwick.
So he was loving it. He was like, I'm gonna teach these
Al
guys.
Trombetti Music. I don't know if you remember. Yeah. Yes.
You're that old. Do you remember?
And and yeah, so he gave me my first guitar, and
Self-taught, or did he teach you at all?
no, he didn't teach me. I took lessons for like a month.
And then was like, I got this shit figured out.
No, I didn't have anything figured out. I was just bored to tears, and I was like, I'll figure this out. There's tablatures in Guitar World magazine, and I kind of just learned from by ear because there was no YouTube then.
Right. I was just
No.
gonna say that
Yeah.
before YouTube was even a thing to be able to look up and learn.
But-
Even though I did try to learn how to play guitar from watching people on YouTube.
I mean,
No.
I probably could have
No.
benefited from lessons. I'm not like this guitar virtuoso, but I can play power chords. So
That's what's important.
yeah, I mean,
So what major obstacles, like if you have to, I know there's probably a million of them, but if you have to look back throughout your career as a musician, we'll call it a career because it is work, as fun and enjoyable as it is, what is the biggest obstacle that you've ever had to overcome to be able to be a musician?
my big mouth.
At least you can admit it.
Because when somebody pisses me off, I don't care. And I'm like, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
And then, it's a promoter in Providence or, whoops. Guess we're not playing around here for a year or two. But, no, I think I think definitely, and I hate playing the girl card, but like just being female in the music scene definitely has its issues. It's much easier for the guys.
I have to agree with you. Hey, I'm a promoter in Providence.
Whether
and I'm
you
gonna
want to
right
believe
now,
it or not, if you're not in
very
it,
true.
trust me, it's a lot harder. And a lot of the, the females in the music industry or the music scene, they do stick together and help each other out. But then there's even cliques in that.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, come on, we're both doing the same thing. Why can't we just like be together and doing it? And
Because
then,
we're
That
part
only
of the
happens when you're
Yellow Dress
together all the
Club.
time.
but it's like it's not a competition.
Right.
We're all
Right.
here playing for the same people.
We're all trying to
Like,
just have fun together.
No one's gonna be a rock star. No one's going on tour farther than New Hampshire. Like,
That's pretty, that's high praise. We're going all the way to New Hampshire.
but I mean, like, it's not like people are going on these. I mean,
Right.
No, you're-
granted,
you're
a
right.
lot of bands around Rhode Island do go on tour, and some of them have, done great things like Deer Tick and bands like that.
God, I miss Deer Tick.
But
They're so good.
well, they're playing a bunch of shows in Rhode
I
Island.
haven't
soon.
seen them in forever.
They're
I've gotta
playing at
make
the
it out.
Ocean Mist in July.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to go see that.
Seriously. But yeah, I do.
I do.
It's a Sour Punch thing.
But it's funny every time you guys do it. I'm sorry. I have to laugh.
But yeah, like there's a bunch of bands that have done big things, but for the most part, everyone's just banging around Rhode Island, and it's like, let's do cool shit for each other.
I completely agree. It's like even with like throwing shows and hosting shows, it's like let's just all work together. Like
That's what I've always tried to do.
I'll flip a date with you if you want to flip a date with me.
Like booking shows myself, I've helped so many bands that nobody would even give a chance to. Sorry, a bunch of people didn't show up, but
so tell us
at least.
So tell me a little bit. Like I know you've always been a staple with the News Cafe.
Thank you.
And I that's where I first met you was in the News Cafe. I mean, I was sitting there by myself, and you came over and talked to me. Like
I got the martini glass
You
tattooed
do.
on my arm.
and and John is one of my favorites. I love John.
John's the best. Yep.
I love him to death. You are now bartending on Thursday nights.
I am.
At the News Cafe.
Mm-hmm.
How was your first night?
It was busy and awesome.
Yeah?
Yep.
Did everybody give you any hard drinks to make?
Nope, I told them they weren't getting that.
What else is going on at the News Cafe? I know that there's been a couple Sunday days.
Well, we just recently put together their first show back. It was Sour Punch, The Hangovers, and Green Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
We all played outside, pro sound, stage, canopy, the whole 9 yards. And that went over very well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it was the Sunday after, there was an art sale / flea market. That was packed.
Was that outside too?
That was
You do it?
outside.
Yeah.
See, that was always my thing with the news is I get very claustrophobic when I go into a small venue, especially when it's packed. And so that was always my thing at the news.
Oh, you got to see the patio now.
I
Yep,
would
there's
get
a new patio.
I would stick in the corner way in the back and just be like, all right,
Stop
I'm
going to see
uncomfortable.
such popular bands.
But they did one. I think he's done a great job.
Yeah, the
He's got
patio's
and
up outside now. Like that's all done.
he's got a nice awning.
Yep.
If it rains.
They're going to be doing some stuff to the inside, and then they're going to be doing shows inside. I think in September.
In September.
Awesome.
Don't quote me on that. That's just what.
That's
the plan
okay. We
is.
won't quote you.
But
You said it.
There's like a new website thing happening where you can go on there and like book a show for yourself or.
I'm just glad they
Something
made
like
it
that.
because that's the
Oh, yeah.
thing is it was a tough year for all of us and a lot of the venues.
Well, the diehards all.
Yeah.
Stuck through with them and supported them
Yep.
even when.
Yep.
You had
Well,
to wear
we
masks
raised
and
some
there
money
was
for them.
plastic above
We
the
did. I
bar
did
and-
Viva La Venue. When I did my shows at platforms in September.
But I mean, they've always been really good to us, and like
They-
Doug and I went in there after practice one night, and we helped like tear down old like wires and clean.
Yeah, no, I'm
repainted.
really happy that they all of our venues, and I call them our venues because these are all places that are staples to us where we love to go and see.
Yeah.
Any.
See, I thought you were owner in all of these venues, or part
'Cause
owner.
in normal times, we would play Boston a lot.
Really?
Yeah. And we used to joke that the News Cafe was our home field, like in football where you have, your name on
Yeah.
the field. We were like, we should put Stubborn Hearts on the stage, and then when we play away.
So what's your favorite venue to play in Boston?
O'Brien's is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
TV Yard's pretty good.
That place is a shithole.
I didn't play there with Doug, but I played Brighton Music Hall. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
It is that's a nice venue.
it is. But
N-
Charlie's Kitchen.
all right.
We have a
Charlie's
thing about
Kitchen.
checkerboard floors.
It brings out the best in every band.
We really
actually.
like Charlie's Kitchen.
So now, how did Sourpunch come to be? Because I know you said you'd played with a couple of them in Stubborn Hearts, correct? Or,
Sourpunch happened. I had For What It's Worth going, and we had been together for like 10 years or more. And it was just, we always ended up playing with hardcore bands. Nothing against hardcore bands,
Yeah.
but we could have played with emo bands, and we could have played with, poppier rock bands. But we always got pigeonholed because we were loud, and I yelled a lot, and we were fast, but there was more, the vocals, like the lyrics weren't angry. They were like
Yeah.
love songs. And I was just so done with it, I didn't want to play tough guy shows anymore. I wanted to go play poppier stuff.
yeah, you
And
wanted to
then
get out there and
Sourpunch just kind of happened. I was listening to the Stones a lot. Not that we sound like the Stones, but
No.
I just started writing music that was geared towards old school rock and roll.
No, I like the sound, and I think that you're right. It's tough getting pigeonholed. I like that you guys sound. I mean, you're definitely, it's rock, punk, but I mean at the same time you got a sax player. It's like,
Well, we can play with punk bands, but we can also go play at the East Providence Yacht Club or a hot rod show, or we have more.
how do you feel
variety,
about playing?
I guess.
How do you feel about playing cannabis events?
Yeah, whatever.
All right, because we can get you guys on.
Can we
some
drink
cannabis.
there?
No, you can only smoke weed, need edibles.
Well,
Dude,
Brian.
I am made of weed.
I love this guy.
Just keep the chocolates away from him.
So,
But yeah, Sourpunch just kind of happened, and it was one thing. It was more very Stooges-esque, and
Yeah.
then new people came into the band, and Brian was in the second version of Sourpunch, and Doug.
Yeah, introduce
Did the record though.
Yeah, Brian's on the record.
introduce your band for us.
We got Mr. Bob Cadlick over there on guitar. Woo! Brian Shovelton on bass. Woo! Doug Mativier on drums.
That's what I was just gonna say.
And Sexy Warren on saxophone.
Sexy Warren.
Sax and violence. Here we
And if anyone has one of those saxophones that blow bubbles and you want to give it to us, we're going to give it to him for the song that doesn't have saxophone in it.
Just don't tell Bob.
so he can just blow bubbles.
Amazon.
We're going to, I looked. We're going to
Really?
spray paint it gold and let him blow some bubbles while we play.
It would be a fantastic feat. Fill the entire
But
room
yeah,
with bubbles.
I decided this was a good time to get Sourpunch back together because I didn't know when shows were going to happen normally. And sitting down, listening to Stubborn Hearts is bizarre because we're used to people jumping all over each other when we play. And
Yeah.
to play that music to people sitting was weird. But Sourpunch always had luck playing at car shows and things like that. And those were starting to happen, and you didn't have to sit. You could walk around. So I was like,
Well,
So that happened.
let's do this.
You see?
Let's let you guys do a set.
Yeah.
And then we'll
Let me get all my beer bottles.
then we'll get some. We'll do another word from our sponsors, and then we'll come back and we'll talk to the whole band because we've definitely had some good conversations with these guys outside. So.
Oh, we've definitely had
So,
some good conversations, and
And I'm 3 drinks in, so it's about to get interesting.
3, you goddamn lightweight.
Sorry, we don't have any chocolates for him.
Yeah, he ain't no fork yet.
So, anyways, guys, here is.
Well, hang on. I don't know that this is working yet.
Oh, wait a minute. We got to kick it.
It's not. See, we've got this going on over here.
Oh,
I didn't
that's
want
not
to
even
mess up
plugged
your
in.
interview, so I didn't start.
Oh
plugging
no,
stuff in.
you can. You ain't messing us up.
Are we good yet?
We just make
you
fun
let
of
me
each other.
know, because I'll banter on and on. You know, this is another all-white band. We need some diversity in here, Jess.
Stop that.
Dude, you know what?
You
I
have
got
to get some.
fucking.
Brian
some
has so
diversity
much
in here.
soul.
I've got so many pubic hairs of Cherokee in me right now.
See?
All right, I am wrong. This is as diverse a band
Who
as we
booked
have ever
us?
had.
You said eat Stubborn Hearts or Sour Punch.
I did.
I was like, all right.
All right, everyone out there listening, we have Sour Punch coming up.
Some Cherokee in them.
With Cherokee. With an 80% Cherokee Indian, I imagine.
Got a Cherokee in there? Would you like some more?
Or 50 pubes worth of Cherokee Indian.
I'm sure that's what he said.
The views and opinions of 13 Folds Radio are not the
Yes,
views
please
and
don't
opinions
use this against
of
us.
Lemonadio or the Parlour. You use it against me, but not these guys.
Oh, boy.
Anyways, you're listening to 13 Folds live at the Parlour on Lemonadio.com.
Let's play some rock and roll. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's my girl, and I love her so. Yeah, that's my girl, and everyone knows. I love her right to heaven knows, and I love her way down to a pretty bone. Yeah, that's my girl, and she loves me. Yeah, that's my girl, and everyone knows.
Girl.
Yeah, that's my girl.
That's my girl.
Yeah, that's my girl.
That's my girl.
Yeah, that's my girl.
That's my girl.
Yeah, that's my girl. That's my girl. Yeah, that's my girl. That's my girl. Wow! Woo! Stumbling, Jabalina. It's nights like these. Oh, the town skips like my favorite 45 on drugs we play. Can I still call you sweetheart? And are you on my side? Oh, baby, I'm awake and baby, I feel fine. Can we go out so I can show you all? Can we go out so I can show you all? Like these, I'm begging please. Stumbleina, Jabalina, I love you so. Stumbleina, Jabalina, it's nights like these. Oh, the sounds just like my favorite 45 on drugs, please. Can I still call you sweetheart? And are you on my side? Oh, baby, I'm awake and baby, I feel fine. Can we go out so I can show you all? Can we go out so I can show you all? It's nights like these, I'm begging please. Stumbleina, Jabalina, I love you so. Wow! Stumbleina, Jabalina, Stumbleina, you so. Stombalina, Dombalina, Stombalina, Dombalina, Stombalina, Dombalina, baby, I love you so. Woo! Ride with me? Ride with me? Always smoking cigarette. Always looks so depressed. She's such a bad idea. She's just a bad idea. Bad idea. Whoa. She said, do you do something every night? Only when I'm alive. Hit the grave from TNT. She's just a bad idea. Bad idea. Whoa. Whoa. Ride with me, come on. I will love good strong. Ride with me, come on. Whoa. Ride with me, come on. I will look good and strong. Ride with me, come on. Whoa. Thanks. Something happened.
Northeast Alternatives is Massachusetts' most awarded medical and adult use dispensary, located in Fall River, Mass. Now serving adults 21 plus from all states with a valid ID. Visit their shop at 999 William S. Canning Boulevard, Fall River, Mass. Or visit their website at anyalternatives.com to see their full menu.
We'd like to tell you about one of our sponsors, Kind Card, the kinder way to shop. Kind Card replaces cash and conventional credit cards anywhere it's accepted. Dispensaries and cannabis-related merchants can join those around the country, and then they receive their U.S.-based checking account. And it only takes a second for you as a merchant to join their Kind Card program right from your point of sale.
Unlike credit cards, which take days to clear, Kind Card funds are deposited directly into your checking account.
Visit kindcard.com to learn more about this revolutionary program and become a consumer or a merchant today.
Solar Therapeutics, America's first energy-independent cannabis cultivation and retail facility based in Somerset, Mass., is the state's premier adult-use marijuana supplier. Unlike any cannabis manufacturing facility in the country, Solar's production architecture is centered around its innovative design that utilizes green infrastructure and microgrid assets to decrease its overall carbon emissions. These green concepts enable Solar to produce sustainable cannabis both by lowering its overall energy profile as well as by generating all of its own clean power.
To learn more about solar or order products online, visit solarthera.com.
Wonderland Smoke Shop carries all of your e-cig, hookah, and tobacco products as well as an assortment of imported and fine cigars. There is also a vast selection of rigs, mods, and glass for the connoisseur in you. Wonderland is a great smoke shop for all of your needs. With great prices, great service, and family atmosphere. From special orders to new products, their honest and trustworthy staff will exceed all your expectations. Visit Wonderland Smoke Shop in Warwick, Rhode Island at 666 East Ave. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook and tell them 13 Fold sent you.
Lemonadio.
Did you ever hear of anyone smoking dried mushrooms? What? Oh, nothing. Skip it.
Providing relief from dry mouth since 2020.
Tell me who it is, damn it. You got 5 seconds to tell me who the hell this is.
Lemonadio.
Welcome back to 13 Folds Live at the Parlour on Lemonadio.com. And yeah, we're ripping it up in here, as you can tell.
Everyone's having fun right now.
You know, that's what I love about this platform is that, you know, after an hour into the show, everybody's like 3 sheets to the wind, and then it gets interesting.
Well, you know, liquid courage, loosen up. People are having fun. I mean, guys, that was a fantastic set. I can't
Thank
even
you.
right now.
Yeah, it was great.
I got people messaging me saying they're on their way. Like,
Well, they better hurry up.
You gotta get here soon, man.
The real
A little
fun.
late for that.
The real fun starts
We're not
after.
leaving till 1 anyway. We're just gonna keep playing.
Let them know if they're coming soon. I'm 5 seconds away from Whiskey Dick, so they're gonna be disappointed.
Well, it doesn't matter if you come.
my God.
So yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, go for it.
I digress.
Anyways.
What is the recording process for you guys? Like you mentioned the studio earlier, but as far as like just producing, do you guys write all the music together, or is it mainly you writing the music? How's that process?
The
work
album that is out was myself, Brian, and Glenn Robinson.
Okay.
That was mainly me writing the songs, bringing it to practice, and then we all just added stuff.
Yeah.
And then now we've got those songs. Bob and I co-wrote a song together, and we've got some new stuff that we're going to be working on.
I added that Dolly Parton part.
Yep, that's true. There's a little from 9 to 5 bass run that happens in a song.
That was a good movie.
It was a good movie. Doug actually, as a drummer, he's very musically inclined to all kinds of instruments. And he wrote a little...
So that means being a drummer, you know all
No,
the
he
sounds.
actually knows like music theory. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
He knows his way around a staff.
So anyhow, he sent, a little riff that he came up with. And like, now that a lot of our shows that we were gearing up for have passed, now we can like work on new stuff.
Yeah.
And then none of the old songs had saxophone. A lot of them in my head, I knew what I wanted, but could never find a sax player. They just wanted to play ska.
How'd you find him?
Well, we were hanging out at the News Cafe one day. I'm going to tell this like an Arlo Guthrie story. Well, we were hanging out at the News one day, and we were talking about playing in a band, and Warren was like, well, I play saxophone. And we said, will you play saxophone with us? And he said, mm-hmm.
And it was us going down to the court with a good Sheriff Obie telling us what was what and what was how, and how we took all them pieces of garbage down to the fucking edge of the fucking mountain.
We're not
And
licensed.
so that's how
We're not
Warren joined the
licensed to
band.
play that live.
That's how Warren joined the band.
Officer Obie.
Sitting there with the father rapist, the mother rapist.
So now, how did you meet Brian?
How did I meet Brian?
Oh, this has got to be a good story.
Jail? No, I don't know. How did we meet? East Greenwich
The hotel.
East Greenwich Hotel.
That was it. Not as good a story as I thought.
No, it's a live
obviously.
music venue for those of you who don't know.
I was running
I
their
heard
Saturday
hotel.
night things.
He was running like an open mic jam kind of thing.
Okay.
And somehow I ended
So
up
not
there.
at the actual.
No, that's upstairs.
Not.
No, that's like the porn version of The Shining up there. I had an interesting occasion up there with 2 gay black guys and a hooker. But I paid more attention to the cocaine than them. So I walked out of there okay.
So
they
back to the
say.
interview.
Okay,
So
so
they
now,
say.
so how did we meet Bob over here?
Well, I was one of the black guys in the hooker.
Bob brought the black guys in the hooker.
Bob and I have known each other for like 25 years, just
Okay.
playing in bands together, not in the same bands.
And like 10 years ago, my band and his band played a few of the same shows together. You can go on Facebook and not find some of those flyers.
You can not look all night.
Ay, ay.
And then we already know the drummers in Stubborn Hearts. We've got that part.
He's well, you've played in.
We've got history.
Yeah.
Oh, lots
So
of
tell
history.
us your history.
Talk into the drum mic.
Oh God, which mic should I talk into?
Whichever one you can.
I guess this overhead works.
That's an overhead?
It's a condenser mic typically used for overhead. But yeah,
I think you've been told.
it's close enough. So Jen and I met, 12, 13 years ago over at McShanley. She mentioned McShanley
Yeah.
in her interview. Yeah.
Where's McShanley's?
It's not there anymore.
It's no longer with us.
It's a shell of a nightmare now.
You know what the Safari Lounge was? We'll go down.
I don't even know where Safari Lounge
Oh,
is.
the Safari Lounges. Yeah, the big giant snake. Anyways, I digress.
It's over by Route 6 in Johnston.
Oh, okay, that
yeah.
makes sense.
You could play and go kill the cockroaches as they ran by you.
Yeah. So she was running an open mic night, and I was in some like garbage folk punk band at that time, and we were
garbage.
And then she was always playing solo sets, like she played earlier. And one night I just hopped on drums while she was playing, and then I ended up
Unsolicited hopping on, or?
No.
Column B.
Yeah, I think it was kind of like he knew it would be okay because
You gave him the nod.
Yeah, well, I mean, he had been to so many of the shows there that he knew my song, so it wasn't like some drunk guy just getting
And you
up
were Jen
playing.
Kitten back then, though, right?
Yeah.
And it's all just sexy.
You're still in my phone as Jen Kidd.
That's okay.
You're still in my phone as Jen Kitten, too, after all
That's
these
all right. Warren.
Exactly.
Just Jen.
Just Jen.
All right.
Just Jen.
You're Jen Cougar Mellencamp to me.
That's me.
It's getting changed tomorrow. To
JCM.
That's fine.
But yeah, then I end up filling in on for what it's worth for a while
Yeah.
because I forget his name.
Because the 14th drummer of the band decided to not play anymore.
Well, he had a kid. That's what happened.
It is tough.
Not a
I
good
mean,
excuse.
Yeah, no. Wow. And then,
Just I'm joking. I'm not.
yeah, I guess the rest is history on that. And now we're here.
Speed as long as I gotta pee.
All right.
To play soon.
Oh my
All right.
Go use the-
Any other
go to the
questions?
potty.
Do you need to use the potty while we continue our interview? I'll drag this thing out for another 10 minutes.
Stretch.
I will stretch this out.
All right, hurry up.
Go use
'cause
the
we got stuff
potty.
to do.
We'll take care of this while you're doing your thing.
I'll stretch the interview out while you stretch that out over
I
there.
had to go before I left the house.
I was told you to go before we left.
All right, so go ahead. Ask us some more questions.
All right, now that we got rid of
Celebrity
Brian.
crush.
Bob?
Celebrity Crush. I don't watch TV.
That does sound like an MTV show.
But the thing is, like, it doesn't have to be like an actual like. It could be a Rhode Island staple celebrity crush. It can be
Gina Raimondo.
I have no.
He has no crushes. He's married. Jen, come on.
Rhode Island crush? Oh,
Or-
No,
or
just
celebrity
celebrity
crush.
crush.
Celebrity crush.
Well, he said he doesn't watch TV. That's why I said Rhode Island.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, this is a big question. So we're gonna go with the older judge on the Great British Bake Off.
Sweetheart, what channel is that on?
That's the best answer we've gotten
on
out of
Netflix
that
and
question.
Mary Berry?
We talked about Netflix and vodka earlier.
Oh no,
Mary Berry?
Brian was talking about Netflix and
That's what
vodka.
his name is.
Oh,
Shit, I think I'm next. Who is it?
California.
Do you know his name?
No, I don't know his
The
name.
dude
I
with
don't
the
know
gray
his name.
the dude with
Just
the
a
gray-
big British Bake Off.
No, he's got the gray hair and the piercing blue eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
Gordon Ramsay?
Nice.
The one who's a jerk? Yeah, that.
Gordon Ramsay.
No.
Something
The
California.
Great British Bake
Man.
Off.
Something Hollywood, California.
Somebody Google
I hope
it.
you're thinking.
Oh, that douchebag Australian
think of
guy with the
anyone.
spiky.
It's his crush. Ask him.
That's wicked lame, dude. But I gotta say, that bathroom
Hollywood,
is
that's-
spearminty fresh. I walked
right.
through the door and I was like,
Jen.
that's some
I can't
quality
think of
spearmint.
one, like a
That's a
celebrity
quality
crush.
spearmint urinal cake.
I guess like music-wise, not like movie stars.
Whatever.
Swimming pools, movie stars.
Robin Leach!
No, definitely not Robin Leach.
Actually, I thought of one thinking of music. Shirley Manson from Garbage. I always had a.
Ooh,
All right, that's a
Garbage.
good call. That's a good call.
That's a blast from the
I'm going to go back
past.
further. My favorite singer of all time, male, female, anything.
Celebrity crush is where we're at right here.
Well, that too. Janis Joplin.
Okay.
She's my girl.
That's a good one.
All right. I think I'm gonna have to go with, and I don't know what she's up to now, but I'm gonna go with 1995-ish Justine Frischman from Elastica.
Oh, wow. That's a real blast from the past right there. You dug deep for that one.
Warren.
I don't know. I like Lizzo, you know. Like,
what?
She's got some great music going on, you know, and
Yeah.
it's like she's pretty hot, you know.
All right. Fix your microphone.
Well, if we're going to go current, then current?
You can go current, you can go past, you can go dead, live, not.
Well, Janis Joplin is
Cartoon.
cartoon draws another fucking.
All right.
It gets a whole nother
No, I'm not
level
even
of
going to go
crutches
there
and
with the
juice.
cartoon thing.
All right. Next.
Scarlett Johansson, Avengers, Brown Balloon Knot.
What is your dream show?
Dream show? Like to play?
To
What?
play.
Sullivan Show.
Venue. Bands that you play with. Like, if you could pick any band that you got to play with at any venue, what would that be?
I guess the venue doesn't really matter. Well, it does matter.
It does. It does.
All right. Can it be people that have died?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I
Well-
said, cartoon, dead, live.
I would like for any band that I play in to play a show with Joan Jett and the Blackhearts and
Hall & Oates.
Dude,
I have
I
the
do a
1-800
mean
number.
kiss on your list.
and the
I'll have you know.
Muffs, just because I never got to play with them
Where?
at Hall & Oates.
Where?
At Daryl's house, duh. No. I don't know. I don't know. Nothing. No big place like the Met. Like, nothing bigger than that.
You know what would be awesome though is 1967 Monterey Pop Festival. You've got the debut of Janis Joplin with Albert Grossman backing her. You've got the debut of Jimi Hendrix burning his guitar for the first fucking time. You've got the fucking Who. The only two major fucking acts. You got Lou fucking Rawls for fuck's sake.
Okay.
The only real thing you don't have is the fucking Beatles and the Stones, and Paul McCartney and Brian Jones were on the fucking board who decided who was booked. So fuck everybody. Monterey Pop 1967.
All
Fuck
right.
all y'all.
All right.
I'd like to play
Yep, we're going
Altamont.
back in the Wayback Machine. Any other questions?
Yeah, well, you know what? Before we play more songs, do you have any live shows coming up? Anything live coming up that you want to promote?
Well, Bob's band, the McGunks.
Oh, I didn't know you were in the
Promote.
McGunks.
We insist that you promote all of your own shows along with whatever you've got going on
Yeah.
together.
Well, his band is playing July 9th at the New Alchemy.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
And
Yes.
Stubborn Hearts
We
is
got a new
playing
record
with
coming
them.
out. It's called Going Out Early.
Can you tell us what the name of your band again?
We're the McGunks.
The McGunks.
We've been around for way too long.
You guys have been around a long time.
It's almost 20 years.
You guys have been around so long, I actually forgot about you and just
You come
remembered
back
right
around.
now.
We're
It was
just
like
there.
a bubble. It was like, did you see the bubble on the top of his head come up?
But yeah, we got a new record out. It's called Going Out Early because we go out early.
Who? All right, yeah.
And then
Anybody else got anything going on?
Well, geez, I was just going to say, what the fuck, Jen? What am I, Jewish?
What?
Whoa.
No, you're Cherokee. So.
Yeah.
So many pubes.
What do you got going
Make
on?
this answer quick, because we got songs to play.
Okay, so I got July 2nd at the hotel. Sunday, I'm doing a private thing for the artist Jackie up there.
Yes.
Nice.
That deal.
You
I
just
got-
put out a new album too, right?
I did. It's called Rose. It's I'm lucky enough and fortunate enough to get a little bit of airplay for it through the Bob Dylan tribute because I did a Bob Dylan cover and through that got a few of my originals played. So I'm very grateful for that. And
Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, if nobody else has anything going on, I guess we can hear some music.
I'm playing at dusk on
When are you playing at dusk?
Friday with
Friday?
a band called Something Somethings.
Okay.
All right.
And I also play in the Hangovers. I got a lot. I do a lot of
You
shit.
play in the
Got
Hangovers?
a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I do a lot of shit. I'm like.
That's fantastic.
So let's just
You gotta
interview
talk
you
about
for
your
a
more
little
shit.
bit. No.
I rock
right.
from my
We got
time.
we got time to talk more
Yeah,
after
we're
these
gonna
3 songs.
we'll talk a little bit more, guys. Stick around. You're listening to 13 Folds live at the Parlor on Lemonadio.com
With
And
Sour Punch.
We have Sour Punch getting ready to perform more music for you, and then we'll be right back with a word from our sponsors.
Ready? Hey, little rock and roller. Hey, little rock and roller. Hey, rock and roller, what you wanna do? Little rock and roller, wanna rock and roll with you. Hey, little rock and roller. Hey, little rock and roller. Hey, rock and roller, what you wanna be? Little rock and roller, do you wanna rock and roll with me? Hey, little rock and roller. Hey, little rock and roller. Hey, rock and roll, what you wanna do? Little rock and roller, I wanna rock and roll with you. What you wanna be? Little rock and roller, do you wanna rock and roll with me? Thank you. Silver bullet, baby. Come on, give me one. Ooh, silver bullet, baby. Come on, give me one. 'Cause it's hot outside. Ooh. Take the sweat from the bottle and rub it on my neck. Ooh, take the sweat from the bottle and rub it on my neck. And I'm thinking to myself, God damn it, I'm a wreck. Silver bullet, baby. Silver bullet, baby. Silver bullet, baby. Come on, give me one. Ooh, silver bullet, baby. Come on, give me one. 'Cause it's hot outside. Ooh. Take the sweat from the bottle and rub it on my neck. Ooh, take the sweat from the bottle and rub it on my neck. And I'm thinking to myself, God damn it, I'm a wreck. Silver bullet, baby. Silver bullet, baby. I've got an angel's heart in a devil's mind. Send me your shivers and I'll give you mine. I've loaded all my guns, I've sharpened all my knives, and it gets so loud in here sometimes. Oh, and I don't know too much anymore. Went from pink to black and back again. I've got an angel's heart and a devil's mind. Send me your shiver and I'll give you mine. I've loaded all my guns, I've sharpened all my knives. So loud in here sometimes.
Northeast Alternatives is Massachusetts' most awarded medical and adult use dispensary, located in Fall River, Mass. Now serving adults 21 plus from all states with a valid ID. Visit their shop at 999 William S. Canning Boulevard, Fall River, Mass. Or visit their website at anyalternatives.com to see their full menu.
We'd like to tell you about one of our sponsors, Kind Card, the kinder way to shop. Kind Card replaces cash and conventional credit cards anywhere it's accepted. Dispensaries and cannabis-related merchants can join those around the country, and then they receive their U.S.-based checking account. And it only takes a second for you as a merchant to join their Kind Card program right from your point of sale.
Unlike credit cards, which take days to clear, Kind Card funds are deposited directly into your checking account.
Visit kindcard.com to learn more about this revolutionary program and become a consumer or a merchant today.
Solar Therapeutics, America's first energy-independent cannabis cultivation and retail facility based in Somerset, Mass., is the state's premier adult-use marijuana supplier. Unlike any cannabis manufacturing facility in the country, Solar's production architecture is centered around its innovative design that utilizes green infrastructure and microgrid assets to decrease its overall carbon emissions. These green concepts enable Solar to produce sustainable cannabis both by lowering its overall energy profile as well as by generating all of its own clean power.
To learn more about solar or order products online, visit solarthera.com.
Wonderland Smoke Shop carries all of your e-cig, hookah, and tobacco products, as well as an assortment of imported and fine cigars. There is also a vast selection of rigs, mods, and glass for the connoisseur in you. Wonderland is a great smoke shop for all of your needs. With great prices, great service, and family atmosphere. From special orders to new products, their honest and trustworthy staff will exceed all your expectations. Visit Wonderland Smoke Shop in Warwick, Rhode Island at 666 East Ave. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook and tell them 13 Fold sent you.
Lemonadio.
Did you ever hear of anyone smoking dried mushrooms? What? Oh, nothing. Skip it.
Providing relief from dry mouth since 2020.
Tell me who it is, damn it. You got 5 seconds to tell me who the hell this is.
Lemonadio.
Wait a minute, do we have sound? Welcome back to 13 Folds Live on Lemonadio.com. Live at the Parlour, and we got a bunch of heads down here. Everybody's partying.
Thank you to Sour Punch.
Yeah, I was going to say, they killed it.
Dude. It was awesome.
And you know, they all had to jump out to get their drink on, but
yeah,
honestly, I have watched Jenn grow over the past 10 years. I think I've known Jenn.
Listen, honestly, I've known Jenn for a little while now, but this is my first time actually getting to sit down and listen to her. I just bell out these incredible songs.
And she's definitely progressed in like what Jenn, and I know you're getting your drink on right now, but if you can hear me, I'm proud to see the progress you've made as a musician and a performer and where you're at now. And I'm excited to see the new album that you guys are working on that's coming out soon.
Same. And which they said, Sour Punch, they can find them on Bandcamp.
Yes.
You're
on
welcome.
Bandcamp. Go find Sour Punch on Bandcamp and
follow them.
Find
Find them. Facebook,
look them up on
Instagram.
social media. And definitely we'll get them on some bills where you can hear a whole set.
Definitely going to put a show together where we can have them and
without
bands.
us interrupting them.
Well, of course. I mean, I don't know. I might get on stage, but I'm just saying we can, put them out there and like they're wonderful. I enjoyed every second of this.
I did. I enjoyed every second of it, and it was fun. And I love everybody in the band. I think you guys have a great thing going on. And for those of you guys out there listening and watching on YouTube, go to our YouTube channel, 13 Folds Live, subscribe, or go check out the Parlour Providence on Facebook and Twitch and watch it there, because I do think that we have them convinced to do one more set, but it's going to go on after we go off live on Lemonadio, so you will only be able to see it on our live stream video. And yeah, that's it. So before we leave tonight, though, we were talking earlier, Jess, and actually we were talking to the band about it outside. One of the things I wanted to bring up tonight that I'm very excited about is Connecticut has finally legalized recreational cannabis.
Well, yeah. I mean, all the states are starting to finally follow suit with each other. Massachusetts did it, California did it, Colorado did it. Now Connecticut's done it.
Well, now in New England, there's everybody except for
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island and New Hampshire, which New Hampshire should be ashamed of themselves.
I mean, New Hampshire's live free or die.
Live free or die.
Come on.
Let
Smoke a
me smoke
joint.
weed.
Does Maine have rec?
Maine has rec. Vermont has everybody other than Rhode Island and New Hampshire has rec.
That's right. We still smoke more.
We do. We are actually, well, I don't know about right now, but 5 years ago, Rhode Island was like in the top 5 as far as recreational cannabis use. Because we know how to rock in Rhode Island.
We're not up there yet. We're not there.
Recreational heroin, I think we're a close third. But
so bad.
We're working hard though. We're working hard at that.
Anyways.
Anywho.
Yeah, so Connecticut has finally followed suit. Now all we need is Rhode Island and New Hampshire to follow suit, and New England will be fully.
Well, Rhode Island passed it through the Senate, which we always do. It's going to the House, so we'll see what the House says. And I think there's a very good chance that it will go through this year because Connecticut legalized it recreational.
And they're like a hoity-toity state.
Yeah, but if not, we're looking at next year. And, then you guys will be able to come to all those 13 Folds events won't be so private.
Right. I won't have to disclose where we are.
Yes, we'll be able to disclose our locations.
You won't have to message us and be like, hey, so where's that secret thing going on tonight?
So guys, we're running out of time. So once again, before we leave, let me remind you, come down here every Tuesday night, be a part of our live studio audience. We're here at the Parlour from 8 to 10 and beyond.
Yep.
Usually after the show is when the real excitement starts.
Yeah.
So get down here.
Next week we have Smug Honey on, so you want to come down, you want to see them. They're a great band.
They are fun.
I will not be here. I will be in Chicago, unfortunately. I need a stand-in. Who wants to stand in for me?
Well, you know what? If Chris Hansen's back is feeling up to it, he said he would come in and co-host anytime. So we'll see how he feels. If not, you guys are stuck with me. Also, we got a big, we've been talking about it, but September is your big show coming
September 17th. It's presented by 13 Folds. We have Schism coming, and we have 2 openers that are going to be announced in August. We want to leave you sitting on that edge. But look us up on Facebook. Look up the event for Schism, the National Tool Tribute Band, which is going to be playing at Platforms on September 17th.
And they are phenomenal. I've seen them a couple times.
Oh, my God. Have you seen some of their shows out in, New York and stuff where they have, people doing, acrobats and, fire shows?
Are they going to be doing that at Platforms?
I might have a trick up my sleeve.
We can get those hula dancers.
I
think
I have some tricks up my sleeve. There might
you
be
have-
a little bit of fire.
you know
There
what?
might be
Yeah,
a little
all
bit
right.
of hoops.
I'm down.
The only way to
dig what
find
they're
out
doing.
really is by coming to the show.
Yes, be there or be square.
But August we're gonna announce the 2 openers, and you don't want to miss the 2 openers that we have opening for the Schism show.
And then once again, down here every Monday night at the Parlour, we have Foundation Mondays going on. Come down here. The best reggae night in Rhode Island is here. Come join us. Also, like we said, be a part of our studio audience on every Tuesday night. And then Wednesdays, we're down at Askew, downtown Providence. We're bringing back Funk Night.
What's the name of the band again?
It is the Autocrats.
The Autocrats. I almost said the Astrocats.
The Astrocats, no. The Autocrats.
The Autocrats.
Every Wednesday night down at Askew. Come hang out with us. If you can't make it there, come here. There's open mic going on at the Parlour.
With Steve Donovan.
And then I think there's a big show going on here
Saturday
Thursday.
night. Well, Saturday there's a show. Consuela's Revenge is coming out of
COVID. Out of COVID retirement.
And they're going to be playing a sweet show here with Sansoma.
When are they going to get on our show?
Oh, I got to talk to my sister.
You know what? You want me to talk to Ian? I'll trump your
maybe
sister.
you should talk to Ian.
I'm gonna talk
I've
to
tried
Ian
to
and
talk to
trump
my
your
sister, but maybe you could talk to Ian and get them on our show.
You know what? I'm fed up with your sister. Her and I are throwing down next time I'm around her.
I really haven't even asked them.
Commander Panda, you and I are throwing down.
I think
next
it's just
time
me.
we're face
I
to
just
face.
have to ask them. I haven't
All right,
asked
so
them
ask
yet.
them because I would love to get them on the show.
Right? It'd be a great show.
Anyway, guys, we are running out of time. We got like 3 more minutes.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening, watching.
Are we gonna have one last set on here, or are you guys drinking for the night?
Are you guys gonna play another set for us?
Are we gonna get one more set? All right, so let's.
That's
all right,
okay. Bring those stubborn
we're
hearts
bringing
on stage.
Stubborn hearts up. It's the full musical entourage of everything. Of everything.
Get your stubborn hearts
Jen.
up on that stage.
So guys, go tune in to YouTube, look up 13 Folds Live and subscribe, or go to the Parlour Providence Facebook page.
Yeah, make sure it's Parlour Providence.
Yeah, because that other parlor, they're fakes. Complete
Jocking our
fakes.
shit.
Jocking our shit. And, nothing but lies. Lies and deceit. You want the real parlor? Go to the Parlour Providence.
Parlour Providence all day long.
Once again, the views and expressions of 13 Folds
It's all us.
Live
It's all us.
do not reflect the views and expressions of Lemonadio or the Parlor.
We are the worst.
So, guys, join us next week. Who we got on again next week?
Smug Honey.
We got Smug Honey coming on next week, but we're going to wrap up with one last little set from Stubborn Hearts.
Stubborn
this
Hearts.
Time.
Well, I
Thank
finally
you.
get to hear Stubborn Hearts.
Thank you, Jen, so much.
When we it sounds a little different when we play normally because I have a special setup.
But this is.
But we're not in your basement.
But we're playing abnormally tonight.
All
so
right,
it doesn't
I like
matter.
that. All right.
Hey, guys, thank you
you
all
so much.
for being on the show tonight. And thank you guys for listening. 13 Folds Live at the Parlor on Lemonadio.com. One more shout out to our sponsors, Northeast Alternatives, Kind Card, and Wonderland Smoke Shop.
And let's shout out to the Parlor.
The Parlor. Gregory, thank you for everything you've done for us. You are.
This is our home now.
You are
he,
the
he doesn't
G.
know it, but it's our home.
You are the G, my friend.
Running
Anyways,
sound for us and everything.
and without any further ado, one last set. Stubborn Hearts.
Oh, every single time that I open my mouth, the wrong thing is always in the fall that I spill out to the floor. Oh, I couldn't be sorry anymore. Yet I'm sorry that I hurt you, cause it's the last thing that I wanna do, to put the tip of my tongue in a risky place to be if you're a hurtful word. Oh, and maybe it's the way I was raised, and I finally came to terms with it in my late 30s, and at least I can admit when I'm freaking out. Hey, I'm about to freak out, and I'm so grateful for my dog. I feel guilty that I haven't written him a song. We spend most of our time together, and it rocks. And I never have to worry about saying the wrong thing, and if I do, I apologize to him, and it's okay. He expects nothing from me. Nothing from me. And if I'm alright, and if you're alright, and if we're alright, would you like to do something tonight? If I'm alright, and if you're alright, and if we're alright, would you like to do something tonight? And if I'm alright, and if you're alright, and if we're alright, would you like to do something tonight? If I'm alright, and if you're alright, and if we're alright, would you like to do something? If I'm alright, and if you're alright, and if we're alright, would you like to do something tonight? If I'm alright, and if you're alright, and if we're alright, would you like to do something tonight? one of those notes. It's been a while. Okay. This song's called Bob's Burgers, and it's going on our new album. Do you want to come over? We can watch Bob's Burgers. Maybe we can spend the night and never leave, and that would be alright with me. But we don't see eye to eye this is. I look at my refrigerator, I see the beer that I'll be drinking later. Cause you got stressed and you're a mess and you tucked tail and you ran the other way. Is there really anything left to say? We were together and now we're not together. We were together and now we're not together. We were together and now we're not together anymore. You wanna come over? We can watch Bob's Burgers. Maybe you can spend the night and never leave, and that would be alright with me. But we don't see eye to eye this day. I look at my refrigerator, I see the beer that I'll be drinking later. Cause you got stressed and you're a mess and you tucked tail and you ran the other way. Is there really anything left to say? We were together and now we're not together. We were together and now we're not together. We were together and now we're not together anymore. All right, we're gonna do one more. This one's off of our first album, right? Yeah. This one's on Trixie. This song's called Gutsy. Hang on, I'm gonna need a beverage for this. It's all shiny and new here. Like you can't spit beer up in the air. I know. Ready?
You ready?
Here we go. Here we go! I can't read my gut. I don't know what to do. I guess I keep reading your Christmas card. You're the hardest thing I've ever been through. It was easier to quit smoking besides. I like your scent on me. And when you're around, it's a hell of a lot easier to breathe. This time it's not me. Can you love me like you did before? I know you got it in you, so what are you doing? What are you waiting for? The only way I can help is to quietly miss you at night. I know it's what you asked for. Nothing feels good and nothing feels right. I can't read my gut. I don't know what to do. I guess I'll keep reading your Christmas card. You're the hardest thing I've ever been through. This time it's not me. Can you love me like you did before? I know you got it in you, but what are you doing and what are you waiting for? The only way I can help is to quietly miss you at night. I know it's what you asked for. Nothing feels good and nothing feels right. Thank you, guys.